This episode of Paws for Thought is brought to you by Randy Wagner of Macintosh Realty. Nobody buys or sells more homes in the tri-state area. Let Randy help you find the perfect home, as he supports the Humane Society's mission to find homes for abandoned pets. Hello and welcome to Paws for Thought. I'm Raychel Harvey-Jones, and joining me in the studio today is Catherine Cooker from the Humane Society of Washington County. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure. We look forward to this day to bring you, our viewers, wonderful animals, but it's really a therapy day for everyone here at HMTV6, and we all like to have a little bit of a cuddle. I haven't had a chance to cuddle Miko this morning.
No, you've missed it.
I know, but I certainly will once the cameras stop rolling here. As you can see, this little kitty is very stressed out to be here today.
Very uncomfortable, just won't settle. Yes, isn't she wonderful? She's 2 years old and she's a beautiful tortie. She really is. And she's just as happy as a little clam sitting in there, just looking around and enjoying herself. She's going to make someone a very nice companion.
Now, how did this little one end up at the Humane Society?
I believe she was a stray. We get a lot of strays, we really do. So we make sure that they're, vetted up and all's well, and then we put them out on the floor for adoption, and hopefully, especially when they come here, they find a home.
I think the advantage if you don't have a lot of time, I always think that people are cat or they're dog people, so they kind of choose which personality suits them. But I think if you're looking for a cat and you maybe don't have the time to give to a kitten, because they do require a lot of playtime.
As you know.
As I know very well, although they're kind of getting a little more independent now, which I like a lot. So if you are looking for a cat but perhaps don't have the time to commit to a kitten, then an older cat is a great idea. And this one looks like it would just spend most of the day on your lap. Yes,
or sitting in the window, looking out. She's just wonderful. She's not busy, not fidgety. I love her. I think she's grand.
She's very chilled out. I have to say, I think she's one of the most chilled out cats we've had on for a long time. If people see a stray cat or they notice there's one in the neighborhood, Catherine, how do they kind of go about sort of capturing the cat? Should they even try? Because I know that stray cats can be quite a handful.
You can, yes. Some cats that are stray are also feral, which means they're not accustomed to people, and it's not a good idea to get around them. If there is a cat, a lot of times they'll come up to you if you are quiet and calm, and but some cats don't like to be picked up, so that's not always a wise thing to do. But you can always trap them. We have a heart traps that you can rent, and then we just give you the money back when you bring the trap back and bring them into us. And we check them for a microchip to make sure that they're not someone's cat. Right. And then we usually vet them and make sure they're okay, and then 9 times out of 10 they go on the adoption floor, hopefully to find a nice home.
And of course, if you're taking a cat or a dog or any animal, even a rabbit, which we have on today's show, home, they will all be completely spayed, neutered and vaccinated. When do we see the startup? I know last year you had great success with your vaccination clinics. When will we see that start up again this year?
This spring. We are in the process now of setting those up. We will do at least 6 a year, and we're hoping to have an all vaccination clinic free, which would be tremendous. We had about 285 people last year that took advantage of that. I'm not saying advantage as of negative. I'm saying that it was wonderful that they came and were able to have their animals fully vaccinated. So.
And I think that's important too, and I love that about the Humane Society of Washington County, is that you encourage people to take on animals, to adopt animals. But we all know it can be financially difficult, the economy, jobs, unemployment, all that negative stuff. So I love the fact that you do help people so that the animals can have a home, but there's also a little bit of financial help for them too.
Yes.
Let's put the details on the screen for this little one. If you're looking for a cat who's just so chill, then you're definitely in the right place. While I love having the Humane Society here at HMTV6, I really need to talk to them about their naming conventions. Because yes, Love Muffin is in the studio, and I'm not talking about the very lovely Catherine Cooker. I am talking about this Love Muffin.
Yes, a true love muffin.
Were they eating muffins at the time this cat came in?
They do that, because every so often you get peanut butter and jelly or tacos. So sometimes I think that they're either hungry or have just come from lunch. I don't know. This probably has some significance that I don't want to go into. Right. So we'll just go along. Love muffin.
I think so. That's probably the safest. How many animals, do you know specifically how many cats stray cats that you get at the Humane Society each year?
We receive 4,000 cats a year.
That's a lot of names.
It's a lot of names. Some of them are ferals that are not adoptable because they are not socialized in any way. But some of them come to us from people who've owned them that can no longer take care of them, so that gives us a break from naming those. But yes, the majority of them we do name, and the staff in the back, they're wonderful, our animal care staff, and they're very creative. So we're very proud of them.
Maybe we should ask our viewers to come up with some unusual names.
That would be great.
Yes, let's do that. If you can think of an unusual name that isn't Love Muffin, we've had some pretty strange names in the past.
We have.
The cutest cats have been called, quite frankly, the ugliest names. So if you'd like to come up with some names, and that would be a great idea, you can always email us here, newstips@hmtv6.com, or in fact get in touch with the Humane Society themselves. With 4,000 cats coming in, I'm sure they will happily welcome any help. But anyway, tell us a little bit about Muffin.
She's wonderful. She's just over a year. Muffin took off the love part, but she is a love. And she's very sweet. Another a cat. She's not quite as old as some of our other cats, but she's very calm, very complacent, very happy to be just hanging out and chilling, which I like.
Around here.
Yes, I like that.
They're all very calm today.
I like that, yes.
We spoke very briefly about help, which is a great help, excuse the pun, to you. Explain to us what HELP is and how it benefits the Humane Society.
Okay, HELP is a program that we established a couple of years ago, and it stands for Humane Emergency Link-Up Program. And it is to give people who are financially challenged an opportunity to have some funding to take care of their pet. Because what we really want to do is to find homes for the pets we have and to keep the pets that are out there in homes in their homes and with their families, where they want to be and where the families want them. So what they can do is call us, say they're having financial problems, or they just need a little bit of help, and ask for the HELP program. And one of our people will provide them with assistance. The funding that we got that helped provide more funding into the account for HELP came from the ASPCA and Subaru's Share the Love event, which happened late last year, and we are very honored to have received a $5,000 grant.
That's great. So if you're thinking, if you have a cat at home or a dog at home, and the vet bills can run up if there's an illness, or perhaps you need the animal spayed, we always advise get the animals neutered, because it really, we'd love to see one day, our dream is to just walk into the Humane Society and the need is not as great as it is, because you get so many animals in there each year. Let's take a look at the details. I'm going to say it one final time, but please, viewers, help us with those names. Let's take a look at the details for Love Muffin. What can you do?